Wow, we in the house. Welcome to Deaf Woke. I'm your host, Antoine Hunter, also known as PurpleFireCrow. I'm really excited to be here with you. What is today? Today, March 3rd, 2022. Guess what tomorrow is? Well, I mean, today's technically, I guess what tomorrow's my birthday. What? I can't believe it. Tomorrow's my birthday. Wait, March 3rd, today meaning March 4th, my birthday? What? I'm really becoming older. It's an honor to be in this world, in this space with you. So my visual description, I have chocolate dark skin, got it from my mama, my beautiful mama. I have 3-foot long locks. Had to throw it back. I have an ebony bush beard. There's a little gray in it. I have a black shirt with yellow embroidery saying #DeafWoke. I have a red background, and I'm here in Oakland, California. I'm really excited. You know, every day is a challenge, but I'm grateful to be here with you today. Honored. I wish you guys all the blessings in the world for my birthday tomorrow. Before we start with this hot, cool show, let me go ahead and introduce you to the interpreters. Interpreters, come on down. Cool. Who are you? This is Kaylee. That's me, she said. Yeah, that's you. This is Jay. I want to say thank you. I'm so happy that I've met you. You guys are awesome humans. Thank you for always supporting us. So our guest today, amazing. Well, I tend to use the word beautiful, but she's also smart, strong, and that's our guest today. Our guest, the beautiful artist, first deaf female rap artist and owner of Signdance, was born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. She uses her music to share her story and spread positive messages through her rap lyrics. As well as her dance classes, music and dancing are her passion. So welcome. I want to introduce you to the beautiful artist. Come on on. Come on. Hey.
Hi, thank you.
Whoop, whoop. Wow.
Happy birthday, Antoine.
Thank you. Thank you.
I wanted to be the first to tell you happy birthday.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome. Look at you. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm thankful to be here with you on your show. How are you doing?
I'm blessed. Blessed indeed. We were mentioning different art forms that you're in before we, before we invited you on. We talked about the beautiful, your name. How did you get your performance name?
I actually got that performance name from my mom. I am the first deaf child in the family. Just me, one and only. The rest of my family is hearing.
Oh yeah.
Mhm. But my mom, she really didn't, like, pity me, look down on me, think that, I was any less. She really, set a foundation that I was able to thrive, and she set the mindset in me that being deaf is beautiful, and that I had to accept myself as a Black deaf girl at that time, and now a woman, and that really was instilled from my mom, and that's why I keep that name, beautiful, the artist. I have to incorporate that word beautiful into both my name and my rap.
So where's your family from? They're all from Atlanta.
All of them, yeah. We're all from Atlanta, Georgia. It's my roots.
What's it like growing up in Atlanta?
Well, I mean, you can't really get much more southern than we are. We got the food, we got the barbecue, we got the city life. Everybody just comes together and you just build that bond, that community with each other. It's that southern living, and it's that southern communal life. We just share lots of love, and again, it's very southern.
Cool. Yeah, so growing up in the southern, yeah, that food, that southern food, the culture,
Mhm.
just rich culture. It's interesting. You being the only deaf in your family. Did you go to a hearing school or a deaf school?
I did go to a hearing school, K through 12. I never went to a deaf school, not once. So, all the way from kindergarten through high school, I was mainstreamed. And then after I graduated, that's when that curiosity set in. Why didn't I go to a deaf school? So that's why I went to Gallaudet for my college experience. My parents did allow me to go to Gallaudet, and so I transferred there. And my God, I was not used to that. I was so used to hearing culture, and the shock that I had just completely moving into the deaf world.
Yeah, how's it different?
I mean, everyone is just, it's fast, it's busy, everyone is talking, and it was accessible for me, which was a positive thing because my family doesn't know sign language. And so, growing up I relied on speech and using my hearing aids, even though, I got so frustrated I just threw them away one time. And
What?
I know. And my mom kept saying, "No, this is who you are. You are deaf, and it's something to accept and to love." And so, okay, I used them again, and that's how I had to grow up. And so to go into Gallaudet with a completely different culture, a place that I did have access, even though I had that access, it was overwhelming. I had never watched TV with captions before, even. And so, getting used to the lights flickering, and that has meaning behind it.
What? So you talked about what do you mean by lights? What do you mean by that?
In the dorm, it's funny. I remember, I set up everything in my dorm. My room was just so how I wanted it. And then a friend rang the doorbell. And so the alarm, like, the light goes off. I had no idea what that meant. The light going off, I didn't know that that meant, "Oh, hey, someone's at the door." And so the light flickering scared me. "What is this? Is this haunted?" So someone told me, had to tell me, "Open the door. Someone is there." And that, wow, because I was really scared for a second. So I had to have some of those, cultural norms explained to me, and then, I got to get the hang of it from there, but the light also goes off in case of emergency, so all different kind of cultural cues that I had to pick up on.
Yeah, so you had just unfiltered access. Before,
Right.
we being deaf, somebody knocks on the door, don't know somebody's there. So, that was obviously during, and especially, when you can't text anyone, right?
Yeah, and it's funny because when I went to Gallaudet, I didn't have a cell phone at that
Exactly.
time.
Right. So yeah, so we have the light, to give us notification. Either a fire alarm, emergency light, different from that of maybe somebody getting your attention because somebody's knocking on the door. Now, did you feel welcomed?
I did. I did. I felt very welcome. I thought that the people there, the students, really helped me understand what deaf culture looks like and what it feels like, and how to build those relationships, because up until then, I didn't know that people were like me. It was just the hearing world. I came across some deaf people every now and again growing up, but to really like immerse myself with deaf community, I didn't have that.
Yeah, I like it. You had people like you. Oh, you deaf. Wait, wait, wait. I'm deaf. What? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We just had that bond. You feel proud. Clearly you're beautiful, right? But it's empowering for you, having that access to see more people like you. You know, myself, I don't get the opportunity of meeting a lot of black deaf rappers, women rappers, So how are you? What's going on? How did you get involved in that?
How did I get in the rap game? That would be my mom. She taught music. She was a dancer, and she taught dance as well. And so, that was her scene even before I came along. And so she was so excited to finally have a daughter, and she wanted to teach me and pass that along to me. And so in her music classes and her dance classes, I would learn straight from her. And so I really got in the game when I was young. She also started a family group called Dear Children.
Dear children. Okay.
Mhm.
Mm.
So that group was made up of my sister, my brother, my cousin. It was just all of us cousins getting together, practicing, learning how to draft lyrics, learning rhythm. And we performed all over Atlanta, actually, so it was a lot of fun. We had a blast doing that, and I think that's where my passion really started. Yeah, I think it was definitely ignited, in childhood, and so it started when I was about 4 to 10 is when, that foundation was set, and then from there, I started rapping, and it just picked up from there.
Some family members are like, go ahead, you maybe join the football team, join the band team. Huh. That's really powerful. Now you were talking about writing music. Did you initially go into rap, or was it more like maybe R&B? Where did you start? I don't know. You had mentioned your mother taught you dance. Were you taught ballet as well?
I learned all the genres. Hip hop, ballet, tap, really, you name it, I did it, thanks to my mom. And I think how I learned how to, write rap lyrics, it came easily to me because it's a story. You're expressing something from, inside of you and matching it with a beat. So that's really what my goal is. It's just to tell a story and connect the viewer with my story. I want them to be able to relate. I think that's so powerful because a lot of people enjoy music, and so for the deaf community, for them to be able to relate, to understand me as an artist, that's huge. And I just think that's why it was so easy for me to start rapping.
Is there a lot of deaf rappers out there? Yeah, a lot of deaf rappers in the world.
There's definitely some deaf rappers. My hope and prayer for the future, though, is that we get a lot more. Definitely having more deaf performers. I mean, imagine how many hearing performers there are in the world, probably thousands, million. I want that same for the deaf community. So, however many hearing performers there are, I want that number in the deaf community because we have it. We have that performance capability. We have the theatrics, we have that facial expression and the story and the lyrics. So we have all of that. So why am I the only Black female rapper?
Yeah, definitely. People don't realize you're not just beautiful, but you got brains. You're a straight A student. You rap. Your raps are telling stories. Do you have a lot of opportunities in the rap game? How do you get your work out there? Are you going to, concerts? Are you rapping at concerts or maybe music videos?
Well, pre-COVID, I was really getting myself out there. I'm a little bit more limited now in terms of performing just because of the pandemic. But I would go to events that were predominantly, hearing, and I would just perform in front of the crowd and get my work out there. And so that was really great to be able to show my work and show that, hey, deaf people can. And yes, we can rap. And yes, we can dance. And so I really was, pretty aggressive in getting myself out there and making sure that I, bash through those limitations. But now, again, because of COVID, it's a little bit harder. But that was really my goal, was just to show my skills as a deaf artist and prove myself in this industry, because in this industry you really have to be aggressive, and you have to get yourself out there because nobody's going to do it for you. So you have to be that representation, you know what I mean? You have to, because the opportunities aren't just going to be given to you. They aren't just going to arise. You have to grab them. You have to make them happen, because nothing's given to you. You have to just go for it. And you have to stand strong. You have to have faith. I know it can be really hard with that self-doubt, but whatever, that looks like for you, you just have to, I just believe that God's got me. He's going to provide the opportunities for me, and I'm not worried about it.
I believe you. Did you have a, kind of your favorite performance, memory, something you would call? Did you maybe perform in front of somebody quite famous?
Mhm. I don't know if you saw one of the one of the ads, but it was for a rapper, B.O.B. I don't
I'm
know if
not.
you know them.
No, I'm not familiar with Bob.
Yeah, he's a rapper. He had some stuff out, but he wanted to sign a new artist, and I told my mom, I am ready, I got to go. And so I told my mom, my sister, my dad, the three of us, well, the three of them went with me. So it was the four of us. And let me tell you, when I say that this line was down the block, but
Okay.
I wanted to take advantage of this opportunity. And so I did. I performed in front of them. And I think another opportunity that I did was for Apollo.
What?
Mhm,
In New
mhm.
York?
Yeah,
Woo!
up in New York. So I told my mom same thing. I was like, "Let's go." And so my mom, my sister went with
You
me, and we
you getting
drove
out
to New
there.
York, actually. We were thinking about flying, but, with funding, they were funding, some modes of transportation, but, it ended up just being that we had to drive. I didn't care. I wanted to go, and so I performed at that show. And even though I didn't make it, it's okay. I wasn't chosen, but I was able to make connections and network while I was there, and again, show that deaf people can. And so I wanted to leave that impression with everyone who was there at that show. And then the third one that I did, that was for America's Got Talent.
What?
When I tell you, you gotta be aggressive, I'm telling you. You have to make these opportunities happen. And even if you fail, even if you're not chosen, you have to keep going because that's how you're gonna learn, that's how you're gonna grow, and that's how you're gonna get the next opportunity because one thing can lead to another.
I mean, for you to go for, like, America's Got, Talent, that's incredible. A lot of people, are petrified to put themselves out there, but you're going to get it. They may have not have picked you. You may not have won, but you won already by just putting yourself out there.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's all about the recognition, the networking that may build to other opportunities. And you'd mentioned, doing that kind of makes you look inward and kind of assess and dig deeper into your work. Yeah.
Yeah, because, rap can sometimes be about the same old stuff, food,
Yeah. Yeah.
clothes, money, and that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. It's about that hype game, and that's fine. But as an artist, I really wanna dive a little bit deeper, and I wanna have a little bit more to share. And I believe I do have more that I can share. And so maybe some people, have similar stories or they have something unique to share, but that fear kind of holds you back, right? It keeps your hands tied. And so I try and really dig deep and write something different.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. I peeked at three of your videos. There's one with there's a little girl outside, kind of just being by herself. Oh, what's that video called?
Mhm. That's called Deaf Love. This is how I sign it. So the I love you
Okay.
sign, signing
Yeah.
deaf, and then love yourself.
What's that? What's that song about?
That was from my own journey of coming to terms with my deaf beauty. People would say it, but, sometimes that doesn't really penetrate, and so I had to really figure it out for myself. What does that mean? What does it mean to be deaf and to just truly love myself and to see the beauty in myself and to go through failures and frustrations and struggles and still have that beauty just be radiant. And so that's what that song is really showing.
Let's show 'em. Let's show the
I got
audience.
shot down and like poured down in my misery till I started seeing things very differently. No lie, I've been a kid on the block, picked on, lied on, didn't even get a spot. Hold up, all is well with me. Yeah, they told me I was whack, now they begging me. Karma got 'em back when they stole from me, but I refuse to live in lack, gotta spread the truth. Yeah, I held my head high, I I can't lie. Looked up to God, man, I pull out and I'm safe now. Cause I ain't looking for no handout, nah, go out. They laugh behind my back, you gon' see it all planned out. Just watch out, yeah, I'm deaf and proud, say tough love. If you bad, heartache, tough love. Gonna party and walk in love. Cause I do it for my culture, deaf.
Wow. Ooh, ooh. You wrote the lyrics to that song?
Yes, sir, I did.
Oh my. You really researched all these songs. You really wrote all your songs, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's
All of
cool.
them. They're my originals.
One, they were talking about women, talking about women and women issues. Putting, applying all that makeup. Tell me all that. Tell me all that. Tell me about that video and that song.
Basically, that song was just saying, women, we don't have to fake it. We don't have to do this charade. We can be ourselves. We can be authentically who we are, just like God made you. And that is beautiful.
I'm not gonna say anymore. Let's show them.
All right.
Let's start with E. E is for emotional. Love your body, shapes, curves are promotional. Yeah. Queens making moves so unapproachable. No nonsense, these haters write devotional. Copying her moves only make you gullible. Real queens make statements so intentional. Her emotions are intact, untouchable. The hate that you give is really so dysfunctional. EMBOIE. Connected to my body, sexy, not a freak. Confidence on 100, yeah, I'm bossy. Level up, don't ever think you can come from me. Embody, queen, you a star. Embody, love your body. Embody, love the way you are. Embody, love your body. Embody, queen, you a star. Embody, love your body. Embody, love the way you are. Embody.
What? Oh my. Seemed like there was a kind of a voiceover. Were you also singing, and was that mixed in together?
That's me too.
What? Ooh. So when you go into the studio, are you got a mic? What's going on?
Yeah, it's kind of funny that you asked because the process can be a little bit intense. When I was younger, I took some speech therapy classes, and I had to, work harder. And before I write any lyrics, before I go into the studio, before I even think about recording, I sit and I say a prayer. I remember my mom, she showed me a verse in Psalms, and it was about David, King David. And he was being really poetic and expressive, and it was a prayer. And so I've kind of modeled that. That's really helped me a lot of, okay, before I go and think about recording, Lord help me. And that's kind of what I model after. It's that kind of poetic expression. And so that's how, because of those speech pathology classes, I was able to, work on my speech. And so when I go into the studio, I do record, which can be challenging because there's the speakers set up all outside of the booth. So I can't really feel those vibrations. I typically rely on the feel of the vibration. So to record without that speaker being right next to me means that I have to memorize everything. And so I have, over the head earphones that I use, but I really have to go off of memory, and it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. I enjoy every minute of it.
Are you on Spotify? Where do we find your music?
Yes. Yeah, all my stuff is. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, are you on Spotify? Can we buy some of your music?
Yeah, I just released my first EP.
What?
First album, 7 Shades of Beauty. It's my first, I know. But you can find it online. Again, it's 7 Shades of Beauty. So that's on iTunes, Apple Music, all of the platforms that you'd find music, you can find me on.
Wow. I'm so excited. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I love the fact that, we can find music about your experience. The being human is okay. You're rapping about world issues. And I think you had wrote something about hope for the world, and what that would look like. What's the name of that song?
That one's What If, called What If. And really, I'm just asking people that are around me, if we were to live in a perfect, ideal world, what would that be? If we could just love each other, what would that look like? And so you get, a variety of answers based off of that question. I think it's really cool.
So I'm not going to say any more. So let's go ahead and take a peek.
They ain't see the same video. That's damn cuz. That's what hurt so much. I thought Atlanta.
What if, man, this world got me thinking, what if we can't ignore the destruction, what if this crazy world got me thinking, what if, let's get God involved, what if, man, this world got me thinking, what if we can't ignore this destruction, what if this crazy world got me thinking, what if, let's get God involved. I know this don't sound easy. What I see ain't pleasing. Man, I hope this world can hear me. Hey, they so conceited. Looking at the ways of the world, it really got me heated. Can't take your life for granted. It's love that's really needed. What if people care for a person more than they do life? Put the high price fashion down, we gotta value life. A simple call to a person, though they seem alright. Let's make it great again, do something that'll just be nice. If you dipping in ice, why not share it? Gotta pay it for it. With a flex, roll the dice, get up, gon' praise the Lord. Only through Him, if we listen, we can open doors. Your spirit fighting day and night, that's why the words are short. Let's get on board, I can't trust this anymore. We got bodies in the more, this world keep bullying the poor. Systematic oppression, so sad to action, why? Ain't no lie, get pulled over. One quick move, all you hear is pop, pop.
Woo! Ooh. My goodness. It's beautiful to meet a Black, deaf rapper writing her own songs, voicing her own music. Do you voice all your lyrics? or is it kind of depending on the music?
It depends. Most of the time, I do try and do both. I overlay both.
Seems like, man, what a love it. At the same time, voicing, signing. Let me tell you, word, word, that music, boy, those lyrics. It's an incredible video. I hope everyone watches tonight. Come on now, y'all gotta follow. You gotta follow her. Now, you had mentioned that your mother's your role model. Do you have any singers or rappers? Yeah, you strive to be or look up to be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't believe in idolizing people, but I definitely do have people who inspire me, and that would be my girl Sierra. Not a rapper, no, more of R&B singer and dancer. But I have been following her since like day one. I love her music. I do. It's so inspiring to me. I'm obsessed. And then I do have a rapper in mind, and that would be Nicki Minaj, of course, my girl. I mean, does it get better than Nicki? She just speaks her mind all of the time and has
Yes,
no
she
filter.
does. Okay, a third one.
Yep, I do. I have a third one. And that would be Claudia Gordon. Again, not a rapper, but I did graduate from Gallaudet, and my BA was in government law. And so,
What?
mm-hmm.
Mm.
So I really geek out on that kind of pedagogy discussion, laws. And so, I mean, Claudia Gordon, I had the opportunity to meet her in person, and the thing she said to me, I won't ever forget it. She told me just to follow my dreams, just to be who I was. And such a simple word to give to me. But as a Black, deaf female lawyer, it meant the world. So that was really inspirational to me. And I'm really glad I was able to meet her. But all my models, they're women. And I just feel, really connected to them. And I think we need that. I think we need that kind of positivity, men and women, in this world. We just need more of it.
Yeah, naming those, we have Claudia. She's an incredible person. I'm trying to get her on this show. Yeah, she's an incredible role model, just like yourself. There are incredible people out there, which is a perfect segue for this next segment of our show, which is a game called Name Those People. Woohoo! Okay, so you have two different ways. You can give the name of the person, or and maybe describe what they do. All right, you ready?
All
A
right.
visual description: a picture of African American male appears in his black cap with long black loose curly hair. He has thin trimmed black goatee, wears in a white shirt with red, blue, and black text, "Respect my vote," with the blue circle logo on the right side of his short sleeve shirt, and a full tattoo on his arm. Who is it?
Oh, that's Shaheem.
Yeah, Shaheem. Yep, you got it. She's a native of Los Angeles, California. He's deaf, choreographer, creator, director, actor. He recently Sheem acted in an Oscar-winning Sound of Metal on Hulu, Amazon. Visual description of a picture of an African American female appears in her long black highlighted brown micro braids with a bun on back in the center. She has a pair of gold hoop earrings, wears a thick sky blue sweater. Who is she?
I'm not sure.
What do you think she does?
I want to say maybe she's a writer, an author, maybe.
We're 3, 2, 1. This is Samantha Figgins. Yep, she's a
Oh.
dancer from Washington, D.C., ballet dancer. She's well known for being in Alvin Ailey Dance Theater. Back in August 2020, she was in the Bay Area International Deaf Dance Festival. It's one of my events that she was involved. Dance called The Skin on the virtual event online with more Samantha on the second guest of Deaf Woke in September of 2020. A visual description, a picture of an African-American male appears in his black long ponytail locks, hair, and a black trimmed goatee. He has a pair of clear bronze brown sunglasses on, wears a gray suit jacket with a black bow tie and a white long sleeve blouse. Who is he?
Oh, we know that's Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. My name is Snoopy, Snoop Dogg. Native of California, Long Beach. Hearing is an American rapper. I think everyone knows who he is. He also just recently performed at the Super Bowl. Not last year, this year's Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm excited about this one. There's a visual description. A picture of an African American female appears in her long, thick, black, highlight brown, wavy hair. She has a full makeup on with nude brown lip color on her lips and a silver hoop earring on, wears in a white long sleeve blouse. Who is she?
She's a singer. Wait,
I have no idea.
I think it's spelled Wayne. How do you spell her name? I keep going to spell my name. Whiting? I want to say her name is.
Yeah, CC.
It is.
Yeah,
Okay,
you got
yeah,
it.
Whiting.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
so I had it right, just spelled wrong.
Mm-hmm. She's won 12 gospel. She's won 28 GMA Dove Awards, 16 Stellar Awards, 7 NAACP Image Awards, along with many other awards and honors. 2 years ago, CC included an opening caption of her lyrics, Never Lost, in her music video for everyone to watch and read at the same time. Enjoy. Visual description, a picture of an African American male appears in his short, low cut blonde hair. He has a thin, trimmed black goatee and a pair of white diamond earrings. Who is he?
Aaron Loggins, I believe.
Yeah. Yep. Deaf. Native of Joliet, Illinois. Is an American performer, activist, actor, author, also known as the artistic performer for the national anthem at the Super Bowl in Atlanta, Georgia in 2019.
Oh, and he was in Deaf America, right?
Yeah, he was the king. You the queen? I wonder who was the one that he beat? Who was the other person that he was competing against?
Oh, I don't
Who
know. Was that you?
that?
Was that you?
Yeah, that was me. That was me. Well, may the best man win, right?
I mean, at least it was probably a good experience.
Yes, it was an incredible experience. This visual description of a picture of an African American female appears in her long, straight, highlight brown hair over black back shoulders. She has a pair of long gold diamond earrings on, wears in a gold yellow low drape over her shoulder with little V openings. Who is she?
Oh, I'm just kidding. It's Beyonce.
Oh, we had other people screaming, "It's Beyonce! It's Beyonce!" Yes, this is Beyonce Knowles Carter, native of Houston, Texas. She has sold over 120 million records worldwide. Her roots come from her mother, who is Louisiana and Creole. Louisiana Creole. Let me not give out the name. The visual description is a picture of an African American male. Appears in his black hat. He has a thin, trimmed black mustache and a low beard with a dimple on his right cheek. Who is he?
Matthew Maxey.
Yeah. Oh, yep. This is Matt Maxey, deaf,
Hmm.
native of Atlanta, Georgia. Have y'all met? Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've met before.
What? Have y'all performed yet?
No, we haven't collabed yet, but we did go to Gallaudet together at the same time, so there's that.
Wow. Yeah. I'll be the producer of that show. I'll bring y'all together. Matt is also the founder and creator of Definitely Dope. A visual description, a picture of an African American female appears in her black head wrap. On her head, she has a pair of black framed eyeglasses on and a small hoop earring, and a lightly makeup on with light red lip color. On her lips, she wears in a rolled up sleeve light blue blouse and a black watch on her right hand wrist. Who is she?
She looks very familiar. Does she have a deaf-owned business? Oh, I don't remember. I'm sorry.
She a dancer, actor, politician. Uh,
I really am not sure.
no. Her name's Ashley Hayes. She's deaf, black woman from Compton, California. She's an artist, acting, stemming her love of storytelling as a child. She also joined the SAG union. She's also part of the NABA. She attended Gallaudet University. She's an incredible person. She can dance. She can act. She was also on Switch at Birth.
Oh, wow.
We know who she is. We know who she is. Come on now. There's a visual description. A picture of an African American male appears in his low cut black hair with a black stubbed beard and a thin mustache. He wears in his white long sleeve fitted blouse with an open collar, a pair of red pants. He stands against a polished brown door. Who is he?
Okay, so I might be recalling his name. I know that he is late deafened. I know that he's a singer.
Okay, singer.
And his name just isn't coming to me, but I know he's a singer. That's all I got.
Yeah, Tank.
Oh, Tank.
Yeah, hard of hearing. A native of Milwaukee and Wisconsin, is American R&B singer, songwriter, record producer, and actor. His real name is Durrell Artaze, Artaze, Babs, Babs, and his Tank is his stage name. He began his life growing up. He was a multi-sport athlete in high school and got an offer to play in college football. However, he chose to focus on his music and talent career. Visual description. A picture of an African-American female appears in her tan head wrap on her head with a bang of blue-dyed locks with 4 lock jewelries, blue dyed eyebrows, and long eyelashes, 2 silver nose rings pierced on her nose. She has a pair of brown earrings on her, wears a long sleeve tan blouse. Who is she?
Okay, I can't think of her name right now, but I see her on my feed on Facebook all the time. She's an ASL performer. I know that for sure.
Okay.
But what is her name? Oh,
Yeah,
Raven.
Raven
Okay.
Sutton. She's deaf, a native of Alabama, a dancer, ASL performer, deaf awareness advocate in Maryland, and she received her bachelor's, master's degrees in social work from Gallaudet. Yep. So you can see her often performing some sort of sign language. One more.
Okay.
One more.
See,
It's a
now Raven I haven't met, but let's do this last one.
visual description picture of African American male appears in his low cut, black, soft, curly hair with a low shaved black beard and a thin mustache. He wears in a black top and has silver chain necklace that hides under his shirt. He looks at the camera and smiles happily. Who is he?
This one's easy. It's Usher.
Who?
Usher.
Usher. Ah! Sorry. I don't really recognize him with a shirt on. So, but yes, he's hearing native of Dallas, Texas, an American singer, songwriter, businessman, dancer. Usher is known as a professional name. His real name is Usher Raymond. Yeah, and he resides in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, he's from Atlanta too. Mm-hmm.
He sold over 8 million copies of his music worldwide and won Oscars or won Grammys. There goes my baby Usher. Okay. Woo, you're brilliant. I know time is almost running out. I don't want to be too selfish, so I want to give the audience some time. So, are you cool with that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, audience. This evening, you have opportunity to watch the beautiful artists, and now it's your time to ask some questions. So the question is, do you rap music? Your raps, signing, and voicing?
Mm-hmm. And it's my deaf voice.
Yeah, yeah. So the question, when is your next performance?
I can't really release any details yet, but there is going to be an announcement soon, hopefully. Not all the details are finalized, but I'm hoping something for the summertime. I really want to perform more of my first album, The Seven Shades of Beauty. So hopefully around August, maybe. I'll keep you all updated.
Who's one artist you would like to rap with? Maybe your dream. Yeah, who would you like to collab with or perform with?
Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, my ultimate dream would be to rap with, I would have to say, one of my people that I look up to, Nicki Minaj. I think it'd be so dope to rap with her. I just think it would be great. I think I'm gonna go with Nicki.
I think the question is, I think what it says is, what's your favorite dance?
I mean, really all of the genres. If I had to pick one, maybe hip hop. I really like signing and dancing, so I'd go with probably that.
What's the biggest challenge you face?
Biggest challenge. Um, I think the music industry in and of itself is pretty male dominated. And so for women to break through those barriers can be a real challenge. And in addition, I'm deaf, so that adds more that I have to break down in the industry. And so I think that can be a challenge. It's male driven. And so I really am looking for other women to stand with me, other artists, and just have that solidarity and be able to bridge that kind of gap that is definitely present in the industry.
One question is do you edit your own videos? How about your fashion, picking your own clothes? And there's something else I may not know. I'm reading the questions that are presented, so forgive me. I believe the question is do you produce, fund your own videos?
Yes and no. I do fund my recording sessions, and I pay for my video to be edited. I don't do the editing process myself. It's funny, I actually have my sister produce my music, so she records it, and she edits those videos. So kind of mooching off of her a little bit, that family blood, but I am using my own money, and I'm booking her. It's official. So she does my editing. I pay for my styling. So it's all self-funded.
Can you share with us, maybe R&B or rap or hip hop stars that you may have met that are quite famous?
I've met a few. Again, I said I had that audition with B.O.B. One time I saw, not BS, sorry. It's a local rapper in Atlanta. Shoddy Low. They actually passed away now, but before they passed, I was able to see them live at an event. But there's just not a lot of female rappers here. They're mainly all men. And especially in Atlanta, it's kind of home to the rap game, and that's where I have been my whole life. So I definitely know a lot of male rappers. I've seen them around town.
For those who are watching, the beautiful artist, I can tell, I know you're enjoying the show so far, but follow her on her social media. You can follow her on https://linktr.ee/beautiful the artist, THE artist. You can follow her on IG at beautiful the artist. Go follow. Give her, let her. She'll give you some more word inspiration, and you can learn from her. You wow me. I'm telling everyone to follow you, and congratulations for releasing your music. My goodness, do you have any final thoughts that you like to share? Final messages you want to share with the audience?
I do. Be yourself. Number one, trust God. Everything is going to work out. So don't stress. Don't focus on the negative. turn your pessimism into optimism. You know, what's going to happen is going to happen. So just do your best. See the good in any situation. I think that's my final advice for the audience. But thank you, Antoine, for having me on this show. It was wonderful to be here. Thank you for supporting me and always being involved. You really do put your best foot forward. So thank you, Antoine.
Agree. You are awesome.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you for coming. Continue doing your thing.
Oh, I'll plan to.
I've learned so much from you, and I have thoroughly enjoyed the experience. Your work is beautiful. There's so much more behind the name and just the appearance of being beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Whoa! That's beautiful artist. Beautiful the artist. Did y'all enjoy yourselves? I'm going to give you guys my final thought. The beautiful can mean so many different things. Beautiful, the struggle is beautiful. Don't give up. We can learn from that. Really, and especially in the time that we live now. Like what the beautiful artist said. Her message. She's got a degree. People kind of assume and label her just being a rapper. You can have your degree just like she did. You don't know, you could get your degree. Like the beautiful artist, black, deaf woman who's doing it. She's working it. And that means for you out there, you can break these labels. Be you. There's different people around the world. Take time to learn. And you never know, what you can learn can be quite inspiring. Don't give up. Whatever you believe in, do it. That gift, empower yourself. Her mom was her role model. She identified, the mom telling me she's beautiful, and she embodied that. And she became the beautiful, the artist. I hope you all enjoyed yourself tonight. I hope you all continue following her. Thank you so much for watching. I got to say thank you to the beautiful artists, the interpreters, the audience, How Round, Drop Labs, GFTA, and you for watching. If you'd like to donate to Deaf Woke to continue this platform, you can donate at Real Urban Jazz Dance Company. Come on now, where my heart's at? Where my heart's at? Come on, come on, I only see 21 likes, hearts. I want more. Come on, we need more. Until next time, take care of yourself, love yourself, and remember, you are beautiful. This is Antoine Hunter, PurpleFireCrow. Peace, love. I'm out. Where's my music at?